So, welcome to Philosophy 103, and this is summer 2019. I want to introduce the class to you, explain the structure, how you should approach the class, and give you some pointers on how to be really successful in the class. So, first and foremost, I'm going to willingly admit to you, I have taught this class for 10 plus years in the classroom. However, this is my first time teaching it online. I've been teaching online for quite a few years now, but this is my first time doing symbolic logic. And I will be honest with you, this is a class that students struggle with in the classroom, so I have tried to look at it from the student's perspective and ask myself, what would you need to be successful in this class? So I'll explain how I've structured everything. This is your opening page. There's a little image for you. This is the best way to get in contact with me. Little explanation of what philosophy is. You're going to want to click here to get started. And then I have some quick links for you here, and this is going to be each of the modules. First of all, I had to divide the first week into 2 modules because of the limitations of Canvas. So just know you are doing 2 modules during the first week. And then after then, it's just going to be 1 module for each week. Okay? So let's get started with the first page. A little bit of warning, you are not going to have access to everything right away. So what I've done is you can have access to all the Start Here module. You'll have to take this quiz. It's really simple. And then you will have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5 opened up for you. You have to go through this each individual. See how it says view there? So you have to view it before you can move on. And you have to submit this assignment before I'll let you open up the next one. So I'm forcing you to go at this organized pace because you are not going to understand chapter 7 until you understand chapter 6. I can't have you just jump in. So just a little forewarning. Okay, so up here you're going to get all the basic information, a little bit about me, the syllabus of the class. Honestly, guys, this is your holy grail for the class. I have a lot of information about the class. Here's a image of the textbook. Please save money, just get the 12th edition. I know he has a new one out. Don't bother spending money on it. He didn't change it that much. And it's about $20 at Amazon. I notice they change it almost daily. But if you rent it from Amazon, it's really cheap. So just go ahead and do it that way. If you're not going to be a philosophy major or computer science major, the odds are you will never open this book again. Okay. Here's your evaluation. You're going to have multiple exams, and then you're going to have homework. I have no other way in order to organize this. We're not going to have discussions. We're not going to do any of that. You guys are just going to work through the book. I'm going to have many videos for you, and you're just going to have to take exams. The exams will be multiple choice. Most of them, not all of them, but we'll discuss that in a little bit as well. This is your holy grail. You have got to remember all these due dates. I am not going to accept any late work. We only have 5 weeks to get through 16 weeks of material. We've got to move fast, okay? Here's all your due dates. I would suggest printing this, downloading it, whichever way works best for you, and you've got to remember all these dates, okay? And by the way, there's not going to be any exceptions. There's no I'm going on vacation type of thing. This is it. Okay, let's go back to the modules. Syllabus, really important. As I mentioned, late policy, I'm not going to accept anything late. And the rest of it's just information I'm required to put there. Okay, so each one of the modules will be organized into different sections. So you'll see I have Introduction to Logic, section 6.1, section 6.2. And you'll also see, I'll give you the reading. We'll just go through these. I'll give you the reading right here. Really simple. Just go to 6.1. And I have to move me so I can push next. So you push next. And then I'll give you lecture notes. Some of these I had to scan. I couldn't find them. Some of them I could find the Word files. I apologize if they're not the clearest. I would suggest going through these. These I've developed. Like I said, I've been teaching this for many years. I've developed these lecture notes. They're kind of taking what Hurley says and making it as simplified as possible. Okay, so I definitely suggest you go through these. And as you can see, I'm going to have video lectures for you for each one of the sections. Some of them will have multiple videos, some of them will just have one video. They're going to be uploaded onto YouTube, so it should be really easy for you to view them. And then you'll have your assignment for each time as well. As I mentioned here, you can do your assignment on regular lined paper, take a picture of it with your phone, submit the images. Not a problem. Okay? And that's how each one of them will be organized. Your exams at the beginning will be multiple choice, and then as we move further into it, you'll see that we're going to get into proofs. Then I'm just going to have you do proofs. You can do the proof on a piece of paper and you can submit the image, and I'll go through it and make certain that you worked it out okay. Obviously, this is an online class. I'm not going to tell you not to use your book, and I'm not going to tell you not to use your notes. Okay? This is something that if you understand the material, you should be able to pass the exams, and you shouldn't necessarily need your book. A few notes, but that would be about it. If you don't understand it, it doesn't matter how many books you have, you just don't understand it. So I have no problem with you guys having all the material out, but you will only have 2 hours to complete your exam, and there's going to be no exceptions to that, simply because this is an online class. I have no way of telling what you're doing, so 2 hours, that's it. So put on a timer and make certain that you're staying to it. As you can see, each one of them will have video lectures. I'll have lecture notes for you. This class, it's not always easy. You have got to put time into it, but if you put the time into it, it will make sense. I will always be here to answer emails, and as I said, since it's my first time teaching this class online, I'm open to feedback. So if there's something that I'm doing wrong, politely tell me, and I'm happy to help you out, okay? Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great semester. Well, 5 weeks. And again, I'm here if you need me.